Hello, welcome back to the Excavation of Hob's Barrow. We are part number 8 now, where at the moment we're in the middle of a flashback. Us as a young woman here visiting father who's been in a coma since we were a young child. And there is something we said we would get for him. And I guess it's that crate there. Looks like it.
Daddy, you must remember this. The day that started it all. It's the red urn you buried in the garden for me. My first ever excavation. Where should I put it?
Up here would be good. There would be good. But that looks like, considering that's set the perfect spot rather than just shelves, I guess we put it there.
Perfect. It will catch the light from your lamp so nicely. There. I'm going to become a great barrow digger just like you. I hope the pot reminds you of those adventures we had together when I was a child, and how thankful I am for everything you've taught me. Now I must tell you about my visit to Pallinghurst. I found an arrowhead.
There we go, that was our flashback. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. My name is Greg. This is Greg's Games, a fairly new gaming channel. This is my third game on the channel, part number 7. So we've been going on a fair while for this, so we must be a decent way into the game by now. So quick story recap just for anybody new around here. So we've got a little to-do thing here. So we have to explore Bewlay, which is the town we're in, and the surrounding area. We should be careful to leave no stone unturned, so to speak. So we're still exploring, trying to find out new things. We are investigating local folklore. We should find out more about the stories connected to Hob's Barrow. The name of the game is obviously the Excavation of Hob's Barrow. And we have just gained permission to excavate the said barrow. We need to find some workmen for the excavation. So without Kenneth here to source local workmen, Kenneth was our assistant who never showed up. To source local workmen to aid with my excavation, I shall have to do it myself. We have a fiddle bow which we need to fix. Perhaps I can mend this for the girl at the Devil's Toe. The bow is lacking string, so we need string. We do have the resin which we need, but we need some hair. I was thinking we could get hair from the goat, but maybe that's not the right approach, which is what happened in the last episode. We need to find milk for Miss Tompkins. Mr. Ambrose, the milkman, has gone missing. Lord Panswick's housemaid has agreed to introduce me to the lordship if I can provide her with some fresh milk. And to do that, we tried to milk the goat, but then we had this kind of hideous vision of someone hanging in the tree, and the goat looked thoroughly evil, and we decided we didn't want to go anywhere near the goat again. So we did say that we asked Mr. Bryden to help us milk the goat, but he said his joints were aching and he can't do it. So if we can find help, so Mr. Bryden is unable to milk his goat due to his aching joints. There must be a way I can help him with this, which is why I've come to Mildred Walker. She's a local kind of witch, although she just calls herself Mildred. She knows a little about medicine, so she may have a remedy.
Good day.
Yes?
Do you know of any remedies for aching joints?
You're too young to be suffering from this, surely.
It's for someone else, Mr. Bryden.
Yes. I know just the poultice.
Capital. May I have some?
Well, I don't have the ingredients, I'm afraid.
What do you need to make it?
It's a simple blend made of natural elements. Elderflower and flirtwort. I can make the poultice for you if you bring me these things. Then it just needs to be applied directly to the joints. That should ease his burden.
Thank you.
Okay, so what are these flowers then? I'm not a flower expert for these things.
Where can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewlay. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Thank you.
Okay, we did see there were some flowers by the little stream.
Where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white, and grow in clumps on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs can grow in all shapes and sizes. Just look out for the clumps of tiny white flowers.
Okay.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
No, sorry.
Not to worry.
Okay, that's fine.
Farewell.
So we need to look for some flowers now. Okay. Let's do that right now. So I guess we could look... Oh, a fox. So that fox is there sniffing at the resin in the tree. That's possibly a clue to guide us to the resin that we would need to fix the bow, but I already found that. Again, another clue, making the game maybe a little bit too easy. We have the hole, don't want to go down there. That's where the badger was. Again, nothing here. Okay, so this way was where the little stream was. And there were some flowers.
This looks like it might be elderflower.
Okay, so that's the elderflower.
This looks like it might be elderflower. I'll take some.
Nice, we got the elderflower. So what we need now is the flirtwort. I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head that I've seen any flowers anywhere else. Oh, here's the Reverend.
Excuse me, Miss Bateman. I'm in something of a hurry. Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Which work is that quote from?
Romeo and Juliet. Oh, he's gone.
So there's little purple flowers here. But that's not going to help. Oh, there's some flowers here, but I don't think... No, there's nothing there. We'll keep on going looking through these gardens here, because this is the sort of place where we might find something. No. Speed up. Oh, that's out in the moors. He did say flirtwort could be out in the moors somewhere. So we'll have a look around. This is where the Devil's Toe is. I'm sure we'll see that girl again somewhere. And then we're back here. So I don't think he had any...
I've no des...
Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. I don't think he had any flowers. He's taken his washing in. Yeah, definitely no flowers. Okay, where could do? Let's get the map. Okay, we can go back to the village square. I don't think there's anywhere else that would have... So a couple more locations here. Okay, let's go back to the square. And oh, hold on, there's some window box.
These flowers look pretty. Someone must take good care of them. The window box is well out of reach.
Okay, that's interesting. It still gives me a hint that maybe we'll need that at some point, but no, there's nothing there. Oh, what's this?
Fresh and steamy. Delightful. I believe a horse to be the culprit.
Oh, we need a horse.
I certainly don't wish to touch it.
Oh, there was a hitching post down here. There could be a horse. Yes, there is a horse.
A fine specimen. She's well looked after.
Okay, so what I bet we need to do is to get the hair from the horse, because I did say, I think in the last episode they said that bows for violins and whatever are normally made with horse hair. And we had this apple, which I was thinking we'd give to the goat to bribe it to let us get the milk or to get hair off it. But I bet horses love apples. Let's give the apple to the horse.
Hey girl, would you like an apple?
Go on, take the apple.
She is completely indifferent. Perhaps the apple is too spoiled for her liking.
Ah, damn it.
Horsehair would make fine bowstring.
Yes, I know that. It's going to go! Yes, because I can kick us.
She almost took my head off.
Yeah, never approach a horse from behind. Okay, let's... we need another apple. Let's go back to the apple seller. I mean, we don't have any money, that's the frustrating thing.
Good day.
How did you like your apple?
I'm afraid it is rather rotten, sir.
Hey up, that's slander, that is. Don't you be going around telling folk I'm handing out rotten apples.
Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Selling them at a steal. Would miss like to buy some?
No, thank you.
Well, that's frustrating. Because I do want an apple. Or maybe she... No, she didn't have apples. She's got vegetables, herbs, meat, tins.
Good day.
Fresh produce.
Do you have any milk for sale?
Not today, sorry.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra, miss.
Yeah, there's nothing there, is that? Alright, well, let's go out this way. Maybe he has some stuff in his garden? No. There's nothing here, is there? Well then, this is interesting. Where could I find... What about the railway station? Was there anything here? No, what's the sign? Bewlay station is closed for the time being due to track damage between Bewlay and Bakewell. We apologise for any inconvenience caused. Alright. That's the only new thing here, unfortunately. What about these cottages over here? Now, I haven't seen any kind of little sign up here, because if I hold down the spacebar, it brings up everything that's available to click on, and there is no kind of... there is no flowers anywhere. We just came through here. There's nothing.
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
Okay. This is just to... So, okay.
Good day.
Yes?
Where can I find some flirtwort?
Flirtwort is not commonly found around Bewlay. It's a perennial shrub that bears small white flowers. You might find some growing out on moors if you're lucky.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Farewell.
Let's give her the elderflower while we're here.
Good day.
So there was a space
I have
where
some elderflowers here.
she said there was
Surely.
moors and didn't want to go out any further because she'd just get lost or
No,
something.
no, this is not elderflower.
But, oh.
It's cowbane. An easy mistake to make. The two look very similar.
Oh,
It's safe to eat, as long as you're not a cow. Very toxic to cattle.
where can I find some elderflower?
There used to be quite a few elder plants growing here in Herne Wood, but they've long since gone. Nowadays, you might find the shrub growing within a hedgerow or a private garden.
I see. What does elderflower look like?
Elderflowers are small, white,
Yeah, we
and
know
growing
this.
clumps
Okay.
on the elder shrub. Elder shrubs...
All right, we've done that. Okay, so we've made a mistake there. We've got cowbane.
This cowbane certainly looks a lot like elderflower.
So where could we? Oh no. Let's go to the church for a moment. I was just thinking because there were some flowers. They were kind of dead though. In here. Oh, hey up. Who was this?
Mrs. de Plancy is a kind, God-fearing woman.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
If you're looking for Father Roach, he won't be back until tomorrow.
Okay, so we've got some more things to speak about. There's no point asking about the milk, but we'll do it anyway, because in these games you've got to exhaust all the dialogue options.
Do you have any fresh milk going spare?
I don't, pet.
Not to worry.
Okay.
Where is Father Roach?
You might have noticed the good father has a green thumb. He's gone to visit his friend in the countryside to purchase some seedlings for his tower garden.
Okay, so the garden could be where we get some flowers.
Where is Father Roach's tower garden?
Why, on top of St. Edmund's, of course. He's got a lovely collection of cuttings up there. You'll have to ask him to show you.
It does sound rather pleasant. It's a shame he's not around.
Well, he does have a spare key for the tower door somewhere.
That's what we need.
Do you know where Father Roach keeps his spare key?
No, that's his business. If I did know, I'd fetch it myself and take you up there.
Not to worry.
I do recall him saying he hid it outside somewhere. For safekeeping, like. Were it in the graveyard? Oh, I don't know. Best
Okay.
wait till he gets back, pet.
There's a bunch of headstones. There's also a freshly dug grave which could be hiding it as well.
I found out my father visited Bewlay some 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
Bateman? William Bateman? I remember a William Baldwin. He were a right miserable sod.
My father was only in Bewlay briefly, from what I understand. I'm trying to piece together what he was doing here.
You'll have to ask him. I don't recall anyone of that name.
My father took part in an excavation at Hobbs Barrow. Do you recall the excavation?
I concern myself only with matters related to the church. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful.
What do you make of these stones?
They are not Christian. I'm certain of that.
I agree. Much older, I feel.
Older than Christianity? Oh, the youth of today.
Yeah. There's plenty that came before Christianity.
These box pews are most unusual. I've never seen any quite so tall.
We Bewlay folk like our privacy. Many of the pews are owned by individual families.
Some might accuse you of hiding secrets.
Now, pet.
I jest.
At my age, it's hard to climb in and out of them. I'd rather stand.
Does the name Saxnot mean anything to you?
Is that a village near Erdlaw?
No, never mind. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Okay, so that, yeah, we can try and find that key. So there's some flowers
These
here.
have seen better days. The flowers have long since dried out. I don't want them.
Can we replace them with this?
I can't see how that will help me.
Yeah, fine. Okay. So, I don't think there's anything else in here. There's an altar. Oh, basket. What's in the basket?
This must belong to Mrs. de Plancy.
Can we steal it?
That's not mine to interfere with.
Can we put some flowers in there?
I can't see how that will help me.
Alright, fine. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything else there. Let's exit. So let's go to the graveyard then. I think that's probably the best lead that we have. And maybe see if we can find where that key was hidden. So we have looked at all the headstones. Obviously the freshly dug grave. We do have our trowel still.
I may be a barrow digger, but I am no grave robber.
Alright, can we just have a closer look? Maybe you'll see something.
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave. This appears to...
Okay. We could check all the headstones again, I guess.
William Paxton. Modest and gentle of heart. William Paxton. Modest.
Okay. I think...
Here lies Elizabeth Farnaby. Samuel Bryden. Death is only a shadow across the path to heaven.
Okay, so now we know that name. That's the guy who hanged himself after excavating Hobbs Barrow.
Joseph Davis. Here lies Margaret Tillett, beloved mother, wife and sister. Today she dances with angels.
Okay.
Forever in light, Anne Kemp. John Purchase, dearly beloved husband of Florence.
So nothing there. So actually, tell you what, there was some memorial things here. Memorial plaques. Maybe it's hidden behind one of them.
In memory of Peter Black. In memory of William Ager.
Oh, there was a roach.
This plaque is surrounded by cracking plaster.
Oh, okay. Again with the clues. Okay, it's clearly that one, isn't it? Chisel.
I think I can chip away at this plaster.
Did she say that before, though?
Despite the cracks, the plaster is stronger than it looks. I can't break through it.
Oh, seriously? Okay.
In
Let's just check the
memory
others.
of Mabel Hurst. In memory of Benjamin Garkham.
Because there was one that was someone Roach.
In memory of Millicent Smith.
Which is the same name as the...
In memory of Henry Crozier.
Oh, would that be the blacksmith of a relation?
In memory of Romeo Hegg, dearly missed by his beloved Juliet. This plaque is surrounded by cracking plaster.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Let me just read the other ones. Here we go.
Percival Roach.
Okay.
In memory of Barnaby Tillett. In memory of George Paxton. This plaque is surrounded by cracking plaster.
Okay. Alright, well let's just try these ones
I
then.
think I can chip away at this plaster.
I can't remember if there was a clue in where he said he was going to get
Despite the cracks, the plaster is stronger
seeds.
than it looks. I can't break through it.
Okay, so we've got one more to try, which was this one.
I think I can chip away at this plaster. There's a key behind here.
There
This
we go.
has to be Father Roach's spare.
Yeah, so that was that the roach plaque? You can't see it now. I think it might have been. Which would have made... No, don't go down that way. That would have made sense. Okay, so we have a new key. Church key with a door.
Capital. This leads to the church tower, I presume.
Well, let's go. So we can... I'm hoping we'll get at least one of the flowers here. Be nice if we get them both, but that seems unlikely. So the other one's out in the... Oh, there we go. There's some white flowers. Let's just check if there's anything else. There's potted plants here.
Wild garlic, fennel, corn mint, borage. Quite the collection. A small label on the pot reads
Here we go.
flirtwort. This is just
Flirtwort.
what I need.
Nice. Let's
This
grab
is
it.
just what I need.
Okay, so we've got that. So let's go back down. So next up I want to try and find my way out to the edge of the town where the moors are. And that's possibly where we...
I should put the key back.
Okay, she's just going to do that herself. That's fine.
There. I hope that stays on.
Okay, nice. So let's go to... what's the furthest out we can go? I think we just have to go back to this village square. We want to go out this way. Not to the alleyway, but to... Okay, so the little kid has gone.
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Ah, she's gone back again. That's where I... Oh, man. Where do I get the flowers from? That looks like an apple tree. Let's knock on this door. Again, no one has been here in the times when I've knocked on it before, but you never know.
Nobody home.
No, nobody is home there. Okay, let's go back this way. Oh, the bird
These
has gone.
flowers look pretty. Someone.
Okay, we know that.
The window box is.
And they're well out of reach. Okay, let's go back inside. We haven't actually been inside the inn for a while. We could...
Joe, perhaps you've had enough sugar?
Don't you start and all.
Joe. Who's
How
just
many
Joe?
more sugar cubes is he going to add to his tea? He'll have no teeth left by the end of the
sugar
day.
cubes for the horse. We could sweeten the apple.
A heap of glistening sugar cubes.
Nice. Let's go speak to Joe.
Hello?
Oh, aye, she's back again. Can't a man drink his tea in peace? There's nought for you here, lass.
I just want some sugar.
Horrible man. How many more sugar cubes is he going to add to his tea? He'll have no teeth left by the end of the day.
Hands off me sugar.
I think this is supposed to be for all the patrons, sir.
I said hands off.
Come on, Joe. Be nice to our visitors.
Ha! This place has gone to buggery.
Oh, we got some. We did get some. All right, nice. Right, well, let's speak to some people around there. Who's this? Oh, it's just a man. We'll speak to him in a moment.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
Okay, let's talk to him.
Mr. Bryden has given me permission to excavate Hobb's barrow.
Marvellous. I'm sorry you've had to sort all this out in my absence. When do we start?
Tomorrow, I hope. But first I need to recruit some locals to assist with the dig. It's too much work for me to do on my own.
I see. Bewlay has its fair share of strapping young lads. You'll find assistance, Miss Bateman.
What else can you tell me about this Sax knot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge.
So I wonder if he is genuinely this sceptical, or whether he knows more and is just covering things up. I'm sure that will all become clear.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sure the locals have filled you in already, lass.
You cut quite the mysterious figure. Most had little to say.
It's true. I do tend to keep my head down. When one gets to my age, one grows very comfortable in one's home. I like the isolation of the moors. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I take it you don't get many visitors.
Oh, no. Nobody bothers me. That's the perk of living so far out, huh? Just me and me hens. I used to come into Bewlay more often, back before my health went to bugger, eh?
What do you think of Bewlay?
Whilst one could consider the villages to be rather unenlightened, this place has its charm. The market's in town today. You can see that folk want fun out here.
I know where I can find a Scotch egg, that's for certain.
Do treat yourself to one. You'll not taste better.
Do you like a Scotch egg?
Is there anything else I should know about Hob's Barrow, Mr. Shoulder?
No, lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope so. What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourself said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
Yeah, we kind of covered this.
What was it like, living in that period of hysteria?
I kept to myself. It didn't really affect me. My hens stayed healthy and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Indeed. Is there anything else I should be aware of before my own excavation? No other ghouls I should be worried about?
You know the answer to that. The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men.
What do you make of Lord Panswick?
His lordship is an important man in Bewlay, as I'm sure you have gathered. His family has commanded much respect here for many generations.
Do you respect him as a leader?
I do. He wants the best for the village. Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Does he want more visitors?
Aye, I believe so. He has great ambitions for Bewlay and wants to share them with the world.
But as long as they don't come to see him personally.
What do you make of Mildred Walker?
Who?
I believe she's also known as Mother Mildred.
Oh, we used to get about when we were children. Our paths have not crossed in a long while.
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is a decent man. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass, I had no intention of giving you the runaround. Again, I can only apologize.
If you don't mind me asking, what is the nature of your ongoing illness?
Oh, just the ravages of age. Getting off this bench will be a small battle in itself. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, Miss Bateman.
Growing old is a blessing and a curse. And what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much tossing and turning. But I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug of ale. Don't worry about me.
What are Lord Panswick's plans for Bewlay?
He's rebuilding an old chapel on his estate. He seeks to bring God back to these lands.
But what of St. Edmund's? I think Father Roach might argue God has never left.
Indeed. Let's leave such arguments to them, shall we?
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, so there was the insinuations that the chapel that Lord Panswick was building on his land was not necessarily a Christian one. There were concerns about this, that they didn't know what god he was dedicating it to. Okay, so it looks like we just have this man
He
here,
appears to be lost in deep thought.
so we might not get to speak to him.
Hello there.
Yes?
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ted? Ted Cross?
Pleased to meet you.
Likewise.
Likewise.
Are you a local, Mr. Cross?
Oh no, I'm just passing through. I'm a musician. Just myself, me guitar and me horse.
Aha, so it was his horse.
Are you a travelling musician?
Aye. I've been playing a new song tonight. I've just finished the lyrics.
What's it about?
You'll have to come listen.
Sure I will.
Is that your horse stationed in the alley?
Aye. Thistlecrack is her name.
That's an unusual name for a horse.
Aye. It were what she were called when I bought her. Glutton would be a better name. She likes her treats.
Okay.
But it feels wrong to change it.
What do you make of Bewlay?
Can't say that I know much about this place. I don't usually travel this far south.
I see. Have you heard of a place called Hob's Barrow?
Can't say I have, miss. What is it?
Never mind. Thank you for your time.
Make sure you watch my performance later, won't you?
I'll try.
Sure I will. Sure we'll be back. Okay, so what I'm thinking, we either give the sugar lumps directly to the horse or we cover the apple with sugar. But I reckon we just give the sugar lumps. Sugar cube with the horse.
Here, girl. Eat this.
Okay, that sounds like she liked it.
Good girl. Hopefully that's gained some trust between us.
Okay.
I can't rip the hair from her tail with my bare hands.
Of course you can. Okay, obviously not. We've got a knife though. Stab her first.
I've managed to cut off a few lengthy strands.
Okay, so we have some horsehair with the bow.
I must coat the hair with something waxy first,
Okay.
otherwise the string will have no friction.
Well, I mean, you should probably do that first. Well, you do it afterwards, don't you? Well, there's the resin.
There we are. This should make sufficient bowstring now.
Okay, we have bowstring with the bow.
I've done it. The bowstring seems to hold on sufficiently.
Nice. Okay, so let's go to our map. We'll go back to the Devil's Toe. She is there indeed. Let's get the bow, give that to her.
Look what I have for you.
Oh, she's good. Why has it gone purple? That's normally the sign of a dream, just when things are going weird. Oh, you completely passed out for that. Well, that's interesting.
My head is spinning. What happened? Hello? Where did she go? The girl has left her fiddle behind. The girl left her fiddle behind. I'll take it with me in case I see her again. I want to understand what just happened.
Yeah, so...
The fiddle and bow, left to me by the young girl at the Devil's Toe.
That is weird. So if we go out further this way, this just takes us to the cottage, right? It does. Okay. Well, I don't really know. Oh, okay, we'll tell you what, while we're here, let's just give the flirtwort to Mildred.
Good day. I think I have some flirtwort here.
Show me. Aye, that's flirtwort, all right. Let me know when you've found some elderflower.
Yeah, so we still don't know what to do with that. So, oh, we've still got some flirtwort though, and we've got the cowbane. Man, I've got no idea where we'd get the the elderflower from. The farm, the cottage, Devil's Toe, the Hernwood. No, I've really got no idea. Let's go back to the village. So what have we got? We've still got this apple. Do you want to try? No, but we tried giving the apple to the goat and it wasn't interested. That's why I thought it was for the horse, but the horse wasn't interested. So I don't know what this apple's for. We've got the bucket for the milk. Yeah, nothing else really jumps out at me as
The Plough and Furrow Inn.
we haven't. What about the cobblers? We could. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's Jane.
It's only thanks to Jane that I've gotten as far as I have in this enigmatic place.
Maybe she can grab an apple for us. Speak to Jane. She wasn't there earlier.
Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
Oh, she's going to drop one and then I can pick it up. Very good.
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
Mutton pies!
Okay. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. You can have the apple then.
I dare you to juggle an extra apple.
Easy.
Oh, no, that is impressive. I can just about juggle with 3 objects, but definitely can't do 4.
Told you I could do it.
It's very good.
Here's your apple back.
Oh, she's going to give me a better
I'm
apple.
very impressed.
Let's have a check.
The apple looks somewhat rotten.
Oh.
It's riddled with holes.
No, it's still there.
Hello, Jane.
Miss, watch me juggle.
Okay. Can we give her something else to juggle with?
Very impressive.
I can juggle even more apples.
Well, what about if you were to juggle with a knife?
I don't wish to give that away.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think so. Is there anything else you want to show her? A stone?
I don't wish to give that away.
Right there. Probably not. No. Okay. So she juggled.
Pies!
Oh, shut up.
I really don't want a mutton pie or a Scotch egg. Good day.
Freshly picked apples, miss. Selling them at a steal. Would miss like to buy some?
No, thank you.
Mutton pies!
So, okay, I'm not entirely sure what giving her the apple did. I thought she was going to drop them. Maybe we need more apples. We can. I don't know what.
Mutton pies!
Making. I don't know what to do. There's a bucket over there.
The bucket is rusty and full of holes.
Don't think that's going to be useful.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
Hello.
Good day.
Do you have any milk for me, Mum?
Not yet, Miss Tompkins.
Oh dear.
No sign of Mr. Ambrose?
I'm afraid not.
Okay, let's try and get out here. I don't know where to go. Let's call on Cyril. We've definitely made some progress, but not as much as I'd hoped.
Bugger off!
Yeah.
Ah, the unmistakable charm of old Cyril.
Yeah, nothing there. What's out this way again? So, okay, so we do have the
I
beck.
do enjoy the charm of a babbling beck.
Could we get a bucket of water?
I can't see how that will help me.
Is there anything else? No. I'm kind of... No, I'm kind of lost, really. I don't really know what's the best approach. What was this way? So that's the church. And... yeah, there's nothing this way. There's just Mother Mildred that way, so let's not go that way. It's good to speak to her again.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Okay. We definitely don't want to
I can't see how that will help me.
replace those. There's
I've no time for such things.
nothing for altar.
I can admire the craftsmanship from afar. Stained glass depictions of various biblical scenes. It's not my specialist area.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here, right? So there was a plaque. What was this
A
again?
memorial list of former vicars. They stretch back several hundred years.
Okay, interesting.
A memorial list.
Yep, but nothing doing with that.
Extraordinary craftsmanship. I can admire the craftsmanship from afar.
It just the ceiling. That just seems such a strange thing to point out. But nothing in here has had any kind of use. I feel like I'm running into a dead end now. Let me just check my to-do list in case something... Yeah, so we need to do that, which... I don't really know where to look for the elderflower. Which will do that one, which then leads on to that one, which will then lead on to that one. So explore Bewlay and the surrounding area. So I wonder if there's just somewhere I haven't been yet. Oh, I haven't been out here for a while. Some mushrooms, a hole... Are there any worms left inside? There is.
I shall name you Kenneth II.
Oh, that's interesting. So in the previous episode I picked up a worm and I named it Kenneth. And then it died. Because I'd had it in my pocket for too long. And it disappeared from my inventory. So I was wondering whether I'd missed something. And what's over this way? I can't remember. Oh, it's just a farm here. Oh, I guess we could actually go out to Hob's Barrow. Because there could easily be some flowers here which we maybe didn't notice before. There's nothing, is there?
Finally, we shall excavate tomorrow. Though first, I need to find some workmen to assist me.
There's nothing here. Oh, okay, that's frustrating. What was this stone again?
Someone has carved the letters AR into the stone.
AR. AR. Don't know. Don't know that name. Oh, hang on. Let's have a closer look at the garden bit over here. Are there any flowers that we didn't notice before? There's the goat. Doesn't let us get anywhere near it. No, there's literally all that's here. Can we poison it?
I'm not going near that thing again.
Do you want a worm?
I'm not going near that thing.
Okay, we're not going to do anything here. There's literally nothing else here other than the goat. Alright, well let's go back to... I don't know. Let's check the cottage. Can we get inside the door here?
Mr. Shoulder told me he'd be at the Plough and Furrow.
Yeah. And he hasn't got much of a garden, so to speak. There's absolutely nothing else here. No, okay, so I think it's rather a poor place to end it, but we are getting quite long now, so I think... Oh no, hold on. No, okay, I was thinking the music changed, so I was expecting something to happen there. I think maybe we'll leave it here for today, and we'll come back to this tomorrow, I guess. Maybe with some fresh eyes. There's nothing else here, is there? There's a plaque, a bench, nothing. Should we just...
Fine spot to take a rest.
Let's have a little sit down while we think about this. A moment of reflection. I've got an achievement for that. I don't know. There's nothing else here. I want some of these flowers. So the other flower grows out on the moors, but so far I've not been able to find anywhere in the moors where I could actually get to. I guess I need to go around, make sure I've spoken to everybody. Maybe there's some dialogue options I have not unlocked yet. Oh, you know what? You know who I haven't spoken to? That's Stanley, who's the barkeep. I didn't speak to him, did I? So we could go back and speak to him as the only other person we haven't spoken to. Yeah, and then hopefully that'll lead us on to something where we can get this flower, because I think that's what we're stuck on at the moment. If we can get that flower, we can get the poultice to cure Mr. Biden's aching joints. That'll get us the milk, which will then get us introduction to Lord Panswick, which then hopefully get us some labourers to help with the excavation, and that's what we need to do. Okay, well that's the plan for the next episode. So yeah, we'll leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please do let me know down in the comments section what you're thinking so far. No spoilers, obviously. And hopefully you will join me in the next episode. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you then. Goodbye.